The wet weather caused some major hangups this morning, as we've seen, as people hit the road for the holiday weekend.
CHP responded to dozens of wrecks along our roadways, including one in the South Bay that's left a shoulder of the freeway shut down for several days for repairs.
News Heather Hope has the latest today's travel rush.
Carla, Jesse, if it wasn't the rain, it's the wind that's been impacting Christmas Eve road travel. CHP and officers responded to multiple accidents earlier today, and although roads are pretty dry now, we know they won't stay that way come later tonight. We spoke to drivers on their way to see family in San Diego, but got impacted with today's weather.
We saw 2 accidents, both pretty bad. Seemed to be due to the rain and the slickness on the highway.
And it was brutal. I was over in Poway, and it was, you know, it's Southern California rain. People the drivers scare you a little bit. I saw 2 cars actually, hydroplane right in front of me. It's on Poway Road, and it was a little scary because they're driving a little too fast because they're all trying to get their stuff done today, I think.
Early today at 4 a.m., there was an officer-involved crash at I-905 and Caliente Avenue. A San Diego police officer was responding to a call of a stolen truck when she somehow collided with the back of a semi-truck and her patrol car spun out. But thankfully, the officer and the truck driver were not injured. Also in the South Bay, just before 8 a.m. at I-805 south of Bonita Road, a 41-year-old driver from Mexico lost control of his semi-truck on the slippery roadway. The CHP says the truck tractor jackknifed and slammed into the guardrail and then into the concrete wall. The driver was not hurt, but his fuel tank burst and spilled about 80 to 100 gallons of diesel fuel on the roadway. Traffic was backed up for hours. The right shoulder will remain closed for several days as repairs are done. AAA says for this busy time, it projects 8.8 million people in Southern California to travel 50 miles or more away from home. The majority will be hitting the road, and many in rainy conditions this weekend. Despite high gas prices, rainy weather, and the busiest time of the year, drivers we spoke to said they were excited to finally reunite with family they had not seen in a long time due to the pandemic. One man drove from Phoenix to Sorrento Valley to see his 2 daughters and his grandchildren.
We're right now living in South Carolina, so it's harder East Coast to West Coast to be able to be together, so we're looking forward to it very much.
So if you didn't hit the road today, tomorrow on Christmas is expected to be the lightest day of travel because most people are already at their destinations. Meanwhile, Sunday after Christmas is expected to be the busiest day for those hitting the road. So you'll want to pack your patience along with those Christmas gifts. Heather Hope, News 8.